It's Rhonda and I'm here at Earthworks today where we are doing a little bit of prep for Hurricane Ian. So funny because this actually is Ian, one of my coworkers, and he's taking down some of these things that could get damaged if they get, if they fly around in the storm in the next few days. We're also getting phone calls from customers these past few days. Customers are asking me questions about their ponds. They're asking me questions about their trees, mostly pond questions, but let me go ahead and let you know that if you've got a pond, a koi pond, and you're here in Jacksonville, and maybe you lose electricity in your pond, your pump goes out, if you've got a healthy, well-established pond, I wouldn't worry about the pond for the first maybe 8 to 10 hours. If you don't have any aeration in a healthy pond, should be okay for maybe half the day. After that, you may want to take some steps to go ahead and put some aeration in your pond. I'm going to have a bucket ready so that I can maybe pick water up in my pond and then dump it back in, pick it up, dump it back in. It's my first hurricane with a pond, so I'm probably going to do that a little bit more than I have to, but that's one way of getting some oxygen back in your pond if you don't have electricity or a generator, no way to provide oxygen for your fish. We do recommend that if you do have a generator that you try to aerate your pond as best as you can while you have fish in your pond. Another question I'm getting asked is, what if my pond fills up really high or maybe even overflows? A lot of the ponds that we build have an overflow. It's the back of your skimmer. There are 2 holes back there, and one has the plumbing and the other one is sometimes we create an overflow. But if you don't have that, you could also, if you have electricity, you could use a small pump and put that in your pond and just pump water out of your pond if you feel like it's getting too full or overflowing. A lot of rain in our ponds can change the pH, so use your common sense about that. If you feel like we got so much rain and your pond really went through some kind of transition, it might be wise to pick up a pH test kit to just go ahead and test the pH levels in your pond after all the rain. If your pH levels are off a little bit, go ahead and pick up a product of your choice to change the pH, either up or down, whatever you need to do. So those are some things that people are concerned about with their ponds. As far as trees go, if you've got a tree that has a large canopy, we're recommending that customers just be mindful of what's around the tree. I've got some little trees that I'm concerned about maybe something falling on those trees. If there's any way you can protect those, it would be good. Staking is always a great option when you're putting a new tree in the ground. We recommend staking for all of our trees for the most part when we sell the tree and install a tree. The nylon staking kit that we sell is something that customers sometimes want to purchase, and it's a great staking kit. However, a ramming rod is needed to put those anchors deep into the ground. And so customers who have a ramming rod just need to know that that's something that we have here at the Garden Center that we can sell. Customers have also called in curious about using rebar, and we do recommend rebar in some situations. Rebar is something that can be purchased at a box store. Big piece of rebar can be driven into or beside a tree on either side. You want to make sure that you're careful to drive that rebar in as quickly and as precisely as possible. The root ball can suffer damage if you don't get it quite right. And so we recommend to customers who are using rebar to stake that they do that wisely so that the root ball is not damaged. 2 pieces of rebar and then some good strapping can keep a tree upright in high winds as well. If you guys have any other questions, we are open and we're here and we're happy to answer any of your questions. There's no silly questions, so go ahead and give us a call. We've got a lot of experts here on call so that you can get your questions answered quickly. We're here from 9 to 5 every day except Sundays. We're here from 10 to 5, and we hope you stay safe and we hope to see you soon.